Hello, everyone. I'm Elmer Thomas, Principal Developer Educator here at Twilio. It's great to see so many faces here at AI The Docs 2025. Our talk today is called The Robots Are Coming for Your Job, and That's Okay. And don't worry, the title is tongue-in-cheek. I'm here to show you why AI isn't something to fear. It's something we can embrace to work smarter and more creatively. Let me set the stage. Our developer education team at Twilio is small but mighty. We support hundreds of product teams, and the demands on us keep growing. Today, I want to share how we've used AI agents to multiply our impact, not by replacing ourselves, but by freeing up our time for the work that really matters. At Twilio, we call this approach the Twilio magic. We believe in building with purpose, taking ownership, and staying relentlessly curious. These values shape how we approach every challenge, including the rise of AI. A little about me: I've been a developer and builder for decades. I've seen trends come and go. AI is the latest big one. And like many of you, I wondered how it would change our day-to-day work. Today, you'll see what we've learned, warts and all. Over the next 17 minutes, you'll see how we identified our biggest pain points, built a suite of focused AI agents, and put guardrails in place to keep the quality high. We'll walk through the architecture, show you live demos, and share a roadmap you can adapt for your own teams. I'm joined today by my colleague, Maria Bermudez, a principal developer educator and lead developer of our Docs AI Buddy. She'll be running the live agent walkthrough so you can judge the results for yourself. We'll also have time for Q&A at the end via the chat, and so jot down your questions as we go. Let's dive in. All right, so let me paint a picture. Our Docs team is small, but the flood of Jira tickets never stops. We serve over 100 product teams working on many different products. What we needed is leverage, not burnout. 3 headaches jump out immediately. First, error-prone first drafts. Engineers are brilliant at building features, but documentation, well, that's not something they always have time for. We see everything from missing context to inconsistent terminology, and sometimes the first draft is just a code dump with no explanation. Secondly, time sink grooming, so style checks, alt text, SEO. We spend hours every week fixing formatting, adding alt text to images, making sure every page has the right metadata. It's important work, but it's repetitive and it doesn't tap into our expertise. And third, finally, hallucination risk. If we let Gen AI run wild, we just can't throw ChatGPT at everything and hope for the best. We've seen AI generate very plausible sounding, but completely wrong information. And that's just a risk that we can't afford for our customers. We wanted to automate the busy work so that we can focus on the high value human parts of our job, like mentoring, reviewing, and innovating. As developer educators, our mission is to empower others. We collaborate across teams, mentor new collaborators, and uphold high standards for quality and clarity. By automating the repetitive work, we free up time for coaching, cross-team problem solving, and continuous improvement. So let's meet the Docs AI Buddy. So what do? Well, instead of building one megabot that tries to do everything, we built 6 single-purpose agents behind a simple Next.js frontend. Each agent is laser-focused on a specific pain point. Let me briefly introduce them. First, we have an automated editor, which fixes grammar, formatting, and accuracy issues. It catches everything from missing that Oxford comma to inconsistent API names. We have an image alt text that provides instant accessibility wins for every image. You just drop in an image and it generates descriptive alt text that meets our platform's requirements. We have a jargon simplifier, which turns developer speak into plain English. It helps us make docs more accessible for new users and non-native speakers. We also have SEO metadata support, generates titles and descriptions within character limits. No more guessing if your meta description is too long or too short. We have a docs outline builder that recommends navigation and structure. This one is coming soon, but it's already helping us plan new sections and reorganize content. And a Slack Batbot, we call ourselves Batman when we're on call for the week, and that helps us triage help channel requests automatically, tags, routes, and even suggest answers to common questions. Each of these agents tackles a repetitive but well-scoped job so humans can focus on judgment and clarity. We didn't try to automate creativity or decision-making, just the stuff that slows us down. This approach lets us focus on what matters. Again, it's mentoring, onboarding, and helping our customers succeed. We use data and feedback to refine these agents, always looking for ways to improve our docs and our processes. Here's our rule of thumb. Pick tasks that are repeatable, plus high volume, plus low creativity. That's the sweet spot for an AI helper. If you can describe the task in a checklist, it's probably a good candidate. So quickly, let's look under the hood. Every request flows through a series of checks and balances to keep the quality high. We have a next.js UI that feeds into our custom GPT agent that has a validation layer, which leads to a GitHub PR, which then gets verified by a human in the loop. Our custom GPT model has our style guide and rubric baked right in. It doesn't just fix typos, it reinforces and enforces our standards for clarity, inclusivity, and accuracy. The validation layer runs veil linting plus CI tests. This catches things like broken links, missing alt text, and style guide violations that even the AI might miss. Every change goes through a GitHub PR with a code owner review. This is where we get feedback from stakeholders and make sure nothing slips through the cracks. And finally, a human hits merge only when it's right. No change goes live without a final human check. This layered approach crushes hallucinations without slowing us down. It lets us move fast and stay confident in the quality of our docs. We act as owners, taking accountability for every change, and as builders, writing down our lessons and iterating quickly. We use data from our validation layer and stakeholder feedback to guide our next improvements. All right, it's time to prove that this isn't vaporware. I'm handing the screen to Maria Bermudez, the brains behind much of the Docs AI buddy code. She'll run through 4 agents in about 5 minutes. Maria, take it away.
I'm muted. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Elmer. Today, I'm excited to show you our AI agents in action. We'll spend about 5 minutes walking through 4 of our favorites, and I'll show you real examples from our workflow. First up, we have the automated editor. This accepts a Twilio Docs URL, a GitHub URL, or plain markdown text. I'll go for the Twilio Docs URL option. So let me copy this one. Sorry, I'm in the wrong tab. So let me go to the actual editor. And we're currently using O1, but are looking into improving the speed of the agent without sacrificing the editing results. So while that's going on, let me move over to our image alt text generator. Since the page we're having the automated editor work on has some images, we can take the same URL and have our agent generate accessible alt text for them. Okay, so it works. And you see, since our last public demo, we've improved the agent to respect our 125 character limitation while making sure it's still returning meaningful alt text. Another cool thing about the agent is we can specify the exact folder and the expected path for embedding the images within a Markdown doc in our platform. So this ensures that there are no broken links in the Twilio docs. So if I add the images folder, it will automatically get updated, and all you do is copy and paste the alt text into the pull request that you're working on. Third, I'll show you the jargon simplifier. I'll take a jargon-heavy paragraph and show you how our agent will turn that into plain English. Oops. I always do this. Oh, sorry. Let me go back. And okay, so, and now click on simplify. This is a game changer for onboarding new users to our platform and making our docs more accessible and readable. And you can offer the revised text in the form of a pull request review or a draft update. So if you go over to the revised text and explanation tab, you can just quickly copy the simplified text, and you even have an explain jargon section where it will highlight the jargon that it called out and include some definitions. Finally, we have the SEO metadata generator. I'll upload a file that I know is missing a description, and we can see the agent generate an optimized text or title and description. And I'll click on this one. And you see how quickly it generated a title and a meta description. And if you're not convinced by what the agent generated, you can always generate new options. And so now you have two options to choose from. Now, each of these agents saves us hours every week. They're not perfect, but they get us 80 to 90% of the way there. And we can focus on the final polish of the documentation that we're working on. Now, back to the editor. As you can see, it gives you a side-by-side diff of the original and the edited content. It's highlighting grammar issues, adjusting better phrasing, and flagging technical inaccuracies. Over to the Changes Made tab, you get an explanation and a citation of the style guide and the rubric item that the changes apply to. Demos like this one are great opportunities to mentor our team and gather feedback from both technical and non-technical stakeholders. And now that you've seen our AI agents in action, we would really love to hear from you. If you notice anything that we can improve, please don't hesitate to reach out or leave something in the chat. And that's all for me. Back to you, Elmer. How do I stop sharing?
Thank you, Maria. That was excellent. As you can see, the agents do the heavy lifting, but tools alone don't guarantee quality. Our guardrails tackle three big risks. So the first one is hallucination. We use veil-lint plus CI tests to catch errors. If the AI makes something up, our tests usually catch it before it gets into production. Regarding bias, dataset tests and prompt audits keep us on track. We regularly review outputs to make sure we're not introducing bias or missing edge cases. We have shared folders in our Google Drive with sample outputs that we regularly review. Regarding stakeholder misalignment, weekly PR reviews and Slack feedback loops ensure we're meeting our stakeholders' needs. We listen to feedback and then adjust our prompts and processes as needed. Continuous feedback lets us tune prompts and improve quality over time. It's not a set and forget it. It's a living system that gets better with every iteration. We believe in learning cheap lessons, sharing problems openly, and using every bit of feedback to get better. Our team culture is built on trust, humility, and a willingness to embrace the uncomfortable, because that's where growth happens. Now, going into your roadmap, if you feel this approach, here's our three-step playbook. This is how we started, and it's worked for us and the other teams that we've coached internally. Number one, identify one pain that's killing throughput. Don't try to boil the ocean. Pick your biggest bottleneck. Maybe it's reviewing PRs, maybe it's writing alt text, maybe it's something else. Number two, pick a single task that's repeatable and rule-based. Start small and focused, automate just one thing, and get it working end to end. Then loop with your users weekly with a ship, measure, refine cadence. Build feedback into your process from day one. Talk to your users, measure your results, and keep improving. Stack a few of these wins and watch your team's velocity jump. It's not about replacing people. It's about making your team unstoppable. Remember, wear your customers' shoes, ruthlessly prioritize, and organize into small, empowered teams. Mentor others, communicate clearly, and always seek progress over perfection. That's how we embody Twilio magic and the spirit of developer education. So you might be wondering what's next for Twilio Docs. Well, let's wrap it up with a quick look at what's next for our docs. We're not standing still. Here's what's coming down the pipeline. First, we are updating our docs for AI. So think Markdown everywhere and support for LLMs.txt. This makes our content easier for both humans and AI to consume. Next, we're optimizing our docs for AI-driven traffic. We want to make sure the right answers surface fast, whether you're a developer or a bot. We're also tuning our models to help with Jira backlog prioritization and ticket creation so that we can move faster on what matters most. Flexible style guides are coming, tailored to each page type. This helps us keep things clear and consistent, no matter the format. We're adding more AI-powered support for PR reviews so that we can catch issues earlier and help contributors ship faster. And finally, we're using Copilot, GitHub Copilot, for rapid prototyping, experimenting with new ideas and workflows at the speed of vibes. We're excited to keep pushing the boundaries and sharing what we learn. If you want to follow along or get involved, please come talk to us after the session. And we want to say thanks to the AI, the Docs team, and to you for joining us. You leave inspired to try some of these ideas with your own teams. We want to give a special thanks to Carly Vanderwert, our manager, who gave us the freedom to experiment, Maria Bermudez for the incredible engineering work, Anna Maria for helping us drive our vision forward, and Farah Ali for QA testing and ideation. So we'd like you to go build something amazing with AI. We'll be around after the talk if you want to chat more about implementation details, see additional demos, or just geek out about docs and AI. Thank you so much.